Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your guest host in this week, Derick Glenn. I'm still sharing. I'm sharing this thing all over Facebook tonight. I got an incredible guest with me in the studio live tonight. The one and only, the head lead commentator, sports commentator for Quinn Broadcasting. The one, the only, the world's greatest karaoke host, the sound doctor himself, Mr. Fred Melendez.
Thank
Fred,
you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's not my first appearance, but I'm always glad to be back.
Who are you wearing tonight? 31.
Well, this is in honor of a 6-year hiatus from the playoffs. The Flyers just clinched a Stanley Cup playoff berth on Monday in dramatic style, and they're in the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. So
hot diggity dog.
I felt it was appropriate to wear the symbol of the Flyers here.
I love it, and you see what Ryan put in front of me.
Another team that's making it.
You see what Ryan put in front of me? The Sixers, 7 to Sixers. It's pretty good. Haven't been to a Sixers game forever in a day, or a Flyers game. My son loves hockey. He loves the Boston Bruins.
That's okay.
He loves Boston.
We'll forgive him for that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Little Derick, he's like, Fred, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
Fred, welcome to the program, man. You do a lot of stuff. You're all over the internet, social media, Comcast. You're everywhere. You're all over. You can't. Your face is like when you go into the post office. Your face is there. It's there. Just not wanted.
Well, hopefully,
wanted by some.
Hopefully not under the word missing.
No, you're not. We know where you're at. We know where you're at all the time at every sports event in South Jersey. It seems like. So you've been busy, man. Especially this season. You got baseball now. You had football, basketball. So many different things. You soccer.
Yeah.
What else?
I think we've done softball. We actually did a golf match last year, if I remember correctly. So we've tried to get everybody involved. Everybody deserves a little airtime.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's awesome, man. And you do a great job. You do the play-by-play and stuff. You do a fantastic job. It's easy to follow along with you on the programming. I think you bring a great sense of knowledge to any sport that you go into. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you know all the names. I don't know how you know all the plays. I don't know how you know all the different sports lingo and this and that and the other, but you do. You pull it off and you make it look so easy.
Well, that's basically a long time coming because I started in this business in the early 80s, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Sporadically, but over the course of time, thanks to Quinn Broadcasting, I've gotten a little more into it.
Yeah.
And there have been other entities, but Quinn Broadcasting's been the one that I've done the most for.
So what are you, 106 now?
Almost.
Okay.
I'm getting there. I'm a little more than halfway
You're
there.
like 80s? Holy moly. I love it, though. It's so cool. Do you have a favorite sport that you commentate for?
Well, I haven't done hockey yet.
Okay.
But if
All right,
dream-wise, I would love to do what Jim Jackson does. Do the Flyers games because they're a young team that's really put it all together this year, and they talk about how they love each other. When you don't hear that in sports too much anymore, the guys that are just so in tune with each other, the excitement level when they clinched the playoffs on Monday night, every single one of those players jumped over the railing there to go hug their goaltender, and it was at home, so you know that the fans were very much into it. It was just an awesome night, and the way they did it against, I believe, the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, the Hurricanes. They've had a great season. So the fact that they came back from 2-0 down in that game, forced overtime, and then won the shootout. So they did it in dramatic style, and it was kind of reminiscent to when Brian Boucher did it for the Flyers. I think it was 2010 when he won on the last day of the season in a shootout mode. So, and they showed that replay of Brian Boucher's dance. It's something that if you've seen it, you don't forget it.
That's so funny. Wow. I love how passionate you are about it. I love how passionate you are about that. And you just seem like you like that with everything that you do. Everything that you do. You're involved in the community. You're involved in other programming. Obviously, you've been a DJ for a long time. You do karaoke. You host. You still do stuff. Do you have a favorite? I don't want to say hobby because you do some of the stuff as a business, but do you have a favorite hobby?
My passions are in those two things, play-by-play and DJing. Hobbies-wise, by the time I get to the hobbies, I'm all tired out, to be honest with you. No, I can't say I have a hobby other than these two passions of mine.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So hockey, pretty obviously your favorite sport. You have a favorite player? You have a number one player? Current? Let's do this. How about a favorite player retired and a favorite player current?
Well, my first hockey person that I really liked a lot was Gordie Howe. Now, I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
He was the original Wayne Gretzky, really.
Wow.
Back in the 60s and whatnot. I remember 6th grade library book on Gordie Howe.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
I think that's where it all started, to be honest with you. I read that book. Gordie was, like I said, the Wayne Gretzky of his time.
Yeah.
All-time sports scoring leader and everything. He didn't. I don't know that he won any Stanley Cups with Detroit, but he was a long-time player. In fact, he went into the WHA as well in that short-lived 70s WHA era. And so his book got me started, and then along came Gene Hart. Everybody who's a longtime Flyers fan knows Gene Hart.
Yeah.
And talk about passion. That man, he bled Flyers hockey. He was just awesome. Nobody could say score the way he did.
That's funny. Wow.
He was fantastic. Anybody who remembers Gene Hart knows what I'm talking about.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Hey, guys, check it out. If you are watching us right now on Comcast Channel 22, you may be watching us live on Facebook or YouTube. If you are, I want you to jump on the Facebook Live right now, because that's where you can comment. That's where you can ask Fred some questions. If you have questions, if you want to say you hate the Flyers, you say I hate the Flyers, whatever.
It's okay.
But we're gonna go to a comment right now. Garrett Suey, Fred is the man. So thankful that Quinn Broadcasting was able to broadcast my son's soccer games, and Fred always does an awesome job. Also, go Flyers. So thank you, Garrett. Appreciate
Strong
that
finish
comment.
there, Garrett.
Yeah, it is strong finish. Yeah, go Flyers. So talking about some hockey right now. You obviously commentated some of the baseball games just recently with Millville Vineland. You do the rivalry football. What's it like to do football games with Millville Vineland? Does it bring back memories of older days when you were in school going to these games?
Well, back in the day, I'm a graduate of Hamilton, and our rival was St. Joe's.
Wow.
Still is, for what I know. The Wildcats and the Blue Devils, when it came to Thanksgiving Day, you had to be at the field, whether it was at St. Joe or at Hamilton High School.
Yeah.
But that was my version of Millville Vineland. I think Millville Vineland, obviously, the oldest rivalry in South Jersey, especially in football.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to top that one.
Yeah.
And those two teams always go at each other. It doesn't matter what the sport is. Football, obviously, is the big one. But those two teams go at each other pretty hard every time they meet.
Yeah, it's so cool. I was in actually in marching band in high school. I was in the performing arts from the time I was 4 years old, and Tony Cerace.
Of course.
Tony, if you're watching, hey,
peace out.
Hope you're doing well. But it's so funny. I started I started playing the drums in third grade, and went all the way up through school and still bang on them once in a while. But Tony, back in 8th grade, used to come up to me. I was 6'4", 300 pounds. Tony used to come up to me and say, "You need to try out for the football team." And so, I'd be on the sidelines. I'd be on the sidelines with the drums, playing the tries or the snare, whatever. And he would always walk over to me and was like, "You're in the wrong spot. You need to try out for the football team." And that just was a long-standing joke. So, so never did. It just wasn't my thing. I'd rather carry a drum around than get hit by guys the same size.
You have to have the makeup to be a football player, because that's a very physical sport. Every play, you're banging into somebody, whether you're blocking, tackling, whatever it is. It's a tough sport.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the internal mechanism to thrive in that arena, I can understand, because I tried freshman football myself back in the day, and I knew it wasn't for me. I lasted the season. I was told by my parents, stick out the season. Yeah. And after that, if you still don't want to play anymore, that's fine. but
That's
finish
funny.
what you started is what the key was.
Isn't that funny? Wow.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Yeah. Not an easy sport. My
No.
my 3 sons played, and I remember distinctively that there was practice, and one of my middle son, they practiced, they ran. This was in the middle of the summer. Heat.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that all these kids, 25 of them, whatever there was on the line, they were so thirsty, and they were just giving them, giving them a little drink, a little squirt, a little squirt, a little squirt. My son was dehydrated as all get. It was just, it was crazy because these kids were sweating like profusely, and I felt so bad, but I'm like, you got to keep doing it, keep running. You know what I mean? Don't stop, don't give up, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Right.
What I wanted to say to my poor son was, here's a bottle of Gatorade. Come get in the shade. I'll turn the air conditioner on in the car for you. You know what I mean? I didn't, though. I didn't. It made him a tougher, made him a stronger person, though. So when did you find that it was a passion for you to commentate, and you wanted to be behind the scenes, and you wanted to get behind a microphone and actually call plays and stuff? When did you realize, at what age did you realize this is what you wanted to do?
Pretty much once I got introduced to Gene Hart. It just seemed like such a great thing to do. I was one of those kids, a lot of kids at my era didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But once I started hearing Flyers hockey, that was it. I knew that would be something that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I went through high school, and then my major in college was communication broadcasting. So once I heard Gene Hart, that was it for me. That was my goal, to become a play-by-play announcer, just because it was so exciting to me. No game is predictable. Yeah. I don't care what sport it is, what game it is. You cannot predict the action until it happens, and then you comment on it. And I've had some great teachers along the way. I know many people here in this area remember Jack Hummel. He was the person at the British Navy News, and I got some of the best advice from him from a writing perspective. I kind of branched out into writing for a little while away from the announcing, but he told me, write what you see. 4 simple words that I've never forgotten. Yeah. Write what you see. So I bring that to the broadcast. Just comment on what you see. Yeah. Whether it's something that happened in the end zone or a fast break opportunity. Mm-hmm. As the play unfolds, the words will come to you. I don't pre-plan anything I say, and I think that makes it interesting as well, because you don't know when the inflections are going to come. You don't know when the excitement's going to come. Yeah. But eventually, every game has those moments where you focus in on what you see and just highlight it. And it doesn't matter what team it is. I'm one that I like good athletic competition. Mm-hmm. So if it happens on the opposing team, albeit, applaud any player that does the things that you need to do to win. So that's how I approach sports announcing.
Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it takes a certain type of person to be able to carry that, and you do it so well. To be able to do something unscripted. Mm-hmm. And not have something in front of you, not have a format. I mean, you have a basic format. You know how many quarters. You
have a roster.
Yeah. But for you to be able to carry it and do it so easy and make it look so easy and bring it to the fans and the families out there that are watching, because everybody wants to see their kid on television. They want to see their kid, and they want to see them do well. And I would imagine, watching your child, especially if they're home watching them on TV or later, in a after play, hearing their name called out and hearing you getting enthusiastic about them scoring a touchdown or a basket or run, whatever it is. It's such a cool thing. And like I said, I'm giving you props for not scripting and not having that stuff and be able to just go with the flow and keep it moving and keep it interesting. One thing Ryan and I, we talk about are how many views that the sports actually get on Quinn Broadcasting. And a lot of folks out there don't realize, the reach that Quinn Broadcasting actually reaches, the amount of homes that it's in just on the Comcast side alone, but not just the Comcast, but you've got the Facebook Live, you have the YouTube Live. Afterwards you can see highlights and stuff on Instagram and other things. So people don't realize the numbers. And so when we go back and we look at the stats of how many views you actually get, do you ever look at that and say, holy?
Yeah, it is
holy
amazing. Especially
cow.
the Instagram stuff, because every day it seems like somebody else is liking the views, and it just increases the viewership.
It does.
People who like what they're seeing.
Right.
And I get that on my Instagram all the time. So it increases daily, it seems. Yeah.
It's got to mean a lot for you. I think anybody that's in this field, you're always looking for more followers. You're always looking for more likes. You're always looking for for more streams, et cetera, et cetera. And it's good for analytics, But I like to say, your numbers are great. You've got great followers. You've got great, support. I don't know if that's the word, but you have a lot of people that are watching these shows, and so that's why, folks, you're going to see with Quinn Broadcasting, there's we're not going to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. But a lot of great things are happening here at Quinn Broadcasting in general. Again, Fred is the lead sports commentator, but there's going to be. I think we're all excited because there's going to be more sports coming up. There's going to be, Quinn's going to be broadcasting more sporting games of baseball and, football and basketball and hopefully, other things as well with other cities and municipalities throughout South Jersey. So I think it's going to be great for you to head up the team, so to speak, of up and coming commentators. And speaking about up and coming commentators, let's talk about I don't want to say your partner in crime, but let's talk about this young lady who's all over Quinn Broadcasting, doing the interviews and helping out. Let's talk about her.
As my daughter, I've watched her go from a shy individual to what you see now. Yeah. And she is the sporting thing that I didn't encourage her to be involved in sports in terms of, watching and participate. She doesn't really participate, but she's watched a lot of sports and knows a lot of, like you say, the terminology in different sports. Yeah. And she has gained that same passion that I have about it. Yeah. And I think it is the neatest thing to be able to broadcast games with my daughter. Yeah. We bounce off each other a lot. Sometimes we actually burst out laughing about certain things, but she's just as astute as I am, maybe even more so.
That's great.
And she's developed she really likes interviewing the athletes after the games, and she's developing that attribute to her broadcasting style, and I'm very proud of her for what she does. She's fun to work with, and she loves it just as much as I do.
And I was going to say, it's important for you to say that she enjoys it, and you can see that she does. When you watch, I've gone back and I've watched, a bunch of stuff that you guys have done, and you can tell that she enjoys it. And I think with her as well, a lot of people probably don't realize, we don't have teleprompters in front of us doing this stuff. There's no teleprompters here telling us what to say and what to read and what questions to ask or whatever. So she's just off the cuff asking these questions, going back and forth and keeping it going, keeping the interviews going, keeping them up and fun and moving. So, I give her a lot of credit. She does a great job. You should be proud of her.
Well, a lot of people have mentioned how she does a great job, and again, I couldn't be prouder of the way she handles what she's doing.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's good. And like you said, for you to be able to watch and know it's your daughter, and it's got to make you proud. Yep. Want to show Ryan's got some stuff. Ryan, do we have some photos of Fred in his? Do we have any action shots of Fred that we can pull up, that we can show the viewers at home? Is there anything you have there that you can throw up on the screen?
One of his basketball calls?
Yeah, let's do one of his basketball calls.
Third team foul on the Chargers. Alley-ooping for a slam dunk! That'll bring the Thunder out. And now a whistle and a foul against Timber Creek. Ryan Nasuti. So a little electricity, Thunderbolt style.
It's been a while since we've seen an electric moment from Merrill like that, but he does tend to know when to bring it out every once in a while.
That was perfectly executed, as you see right there. Nice alley-oop, and see you later. Then a three-pointer just rims out.
I love it. See the energy that you bring to these broadcasts is incredible. And I think that's number one. Why you have so many people following the sports here on Quinn Broadcasting, and the family has to love the energy that you put into it. The viewers have to love the energy that you put into it, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable to watch something when somebody is not sitting there and.
Yeah, Ryan and I have had that discussion many times. It is a privilege to do these games. For someone like me, especially growing up wanting to do this, I am not going to, how should I say, just go through the motions with this stuff. Every game has exciting moments, just like that one. These games, they deserve some kind of, a little bit of an uplifting voice. Not the generic he scores, just describe the play. And in that case right there, it was perfect execution. Jaden Merrill gave us many moments like that. But, each game has moments, and I want to capture them the best I can. That is my motivation. I do not want to go through the motions of a broadcast. They deserve better than that. That's my opinion. I've grown up with that feeling, and that's why it comes across the way it does.
I love it. Folks, joined tonight live in the studio with Quinn Broadcasting's head sports commentator, Mr. Fred Melendez. We've got to take a short break. Do want to thank some of our sponsors, but when we come back, Fred, we're going to talk about Mike Trout. We're going to talk about Isaiah Pacheco. We're going to talk about some of the other guys that you have worked with in the field. And
One more commentary call.
we got to do one more commentary call. Hold on, Ryan wants to bring something else out, folks. We're going to show one more clip here, and then we're going to take a commercial break. So don't go anywhere yet.
That's why he's the master director.
I love it. Ryan, what do you got for us?
Looking to get the ball in.
He's got to hurry.
Alley-ooping to Merrill. Merrill tries to drive through two players, and he does. They don't call anything, so the basket is good.
Bestby tried his best to take the charge there. I don't even think he was contacted, really.
56-54, and now a steal. What does this look like last year? Thunder dunk! Jaden Merrill with authority!
I love it. On that note, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment with the one and only sports commentator, Fred Melendez.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Folks, welcome back to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your guest host in this week, Derick Glenn. I want to talk about DuraShield LLC, where durability meets design, residential and commercial flooring, epoxy, polyaspartic, polished concrete as well. You can reach them at DuraShieldCoatings.com. You can also call Alex or Brian at 609-666-9198. They do some incredible work. They can turn your garage, outbuilding, or commercial property into a state-of-the-art, beautiful complex. They do some great work. I'm going to take a sip of my my iced protein latte, Ryan. I'm covering up the cup. Can you tell who this is? Ryan, can you tell who the... We don't want to give them any free advertising on this show. Welcome back to the program, folks. Fred Melendez, Quinn Broadcasting's head sports commentator, sports director, sports guru. What else can we call you? Before the break, we were showing some highlights. I hope you guys are following us on Comcast Channel 22, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, also highlights on Instagram. Go to Fred's personal page. What is it, Fred Melendez?
It's Fernando Melendez Jr. on Facebook, and I also have a Sound Doctor page as well. And a page that I need to pay more attention to. I call it Sports of All Sorts. So I have 3 Facebook accounts, I guess you call them.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Sound Doctor in just a minute, but before we do, I'd like to talk about some of the, I call them celebrities now, some of the guys that you've watched, you've commentated on, and stuff, and where they're at now in their professional careers. One of them most recently is Isaiah Pacheco, the standout for Vineland.
What I remember about Isaiah Pacheco, we talked about the rivalry. He's a Vineland graduate.
Yeah.
And when he was at Vineland High School, and Millville and Vineland met Thanksgiving Day, he was basically, and I'm going to say it this way because now that he's an athlete in the pros, he was a man among boys. Yeah. He would dominate single-handedly those games against Millville, and he was tremendous athlete at Vineland. Mm-hmm. So it's no surprise that he got to the pro level, that he succeeded there with Kansas City, and just carried on the things that he has done throughout his entire athletic career. And to get to see somebody like that and remember how he was as a high school athlete, and to see the success that he's gone through at the pro level, it's not a surprise, but it's very, very great to see a local athlete like that here from this area succeed at the highest level possible. And he is definitely one of those.
What do you think about individuals like him, or like a Mike Trout standout? I'm drawing a blank. There's another, Buddy Kennedy.
That's right.
Millville. Mm-hmm. Some of the other guys that are standouts. When you're watching and you're commentating and you're seeing something, can you pick them out? Can you pick these individuals out and say they're gonna be a star? They are stellar. They are,
I don't know that we actually focus on the next level with these guys. We honestly, again, in the case of Isaiah Pacheco, he obviously was a great athlete. Yeah. But I've never really been one to project what they're going to do at the next level because it's really tough to get to the next level. Yeah. Let's face it. Most of these athletes, they go to college to play, and that seems to be where it all ends for them. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Pacheco is just one of those rare ones, and Mike Trout's another one. I didn't get to see him play too much because that was a little bit after and before I really got into. There was a gap there between coverages, and but I certainly knew of Mike Trout and his domination. I did see some of that on the basketball side of things.
Wow!
So anybody who can dominate in two sports, and he was a great basketball player from what I saw. Man. He was somebody to be contended with on the court as well as the field. And we've seen what he's done over there with the Angels, some of the death-defying wall climbs for robberies of home runs, and just the fact that he's been an MVP in the major leagues.
Yeah.
The only unfortunate thing for him is the injuries. If he wasn't injured, who knows how much further he'd be along. But he is a dynamic player, and it's a pleasure to watch somebody like that. And again, when you see somebody from your area doing these things.
Yeah. I may be saying the name wrong, but what about Lancier?
Like he is now. Well, he was probably one of the best football players I've seen.
Yeah.
The Cherokee game, I'll never forget. He made an interception at the. He backtracked to the 8-yard line or so and took it the distance for a pick six. Yeah. And he was a great receiver as well. He dominated Millville football for as long as he was here, and I'm proud to say that he is now with the Crimson Tide of Alabama, because that is my alma mater. Wow. So getting to watch him play at college that I attended, I'm beside myself. I can only imagine what the next 3 years are going to be for him.
Yeah.
But
well, let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that
he's going to be another good one. Yes, sir.
He ends up in the draft and gets picked by by somebody. We're going to kind of change direction here a little bit. You not only do you do all of the sports commentating here for Quinn Broadcasting, but on the outside, other than this, you also, have a business. You do the sound doctor. Mm-hmm. You do karaoke and DJ entertainment. So let's talk about that. When did you get involved in that, and why was that something? Was it because of the broadcasting? Yeah, that came out of broadcasting. I had a classmate who, back in 1982. We were on a radio station in Hamilton. He did the news, and I did the morning DJ thing. And he came up with the idea, why don't we take this on the road? This thing. So I have to give Mike DeLuca a lot of credit for that. He came up with the concept of taking it to the road, and becoming DJs. And as young people at that time, we're talking 1982, so I'm fresh out of college. Yeah. And we had grandiose ideas. We'd build up the business to where we could get 2 sets of equipment so that we could do 2 weddings. He could do one, and I can do one on the same weekend. And so we had all sorts of great ideas, and it worked for a long time. My career went a different direction, but nonetheless, I maintained the DJing since 1982, so years 44 now. So that amazes me when I think about that. 44 years of DJing. Now, karaoke maybe 15 or so years I've been doing that, because that wasn't really a big thing in the 80s that I recall. Yeah. But I've done a lot of karaoke things now, and the main one right now is the Frosted Mug every Tuesday night. So come on out if you like to sing. The way I approach karaoke is really simple. We know that not everybody is an American Idol, but when they come out to sing at my shows, they're an American Idol for 4 minutes at a time. I love it. That's the way I mention that to them, and I treat them all. I make sure they get the applause after they sing. Doesn't matter what they sang or how it went. You're going to get applause because it takes guts to get on a microphone to sing a song. It just does. Absolutely. So tequila helps. Tequila, I had one guy who actually did that. Yeah. And really, it's 4 words. Tequila 4 times. With like 99% of the rest of the music. So that's a little. That's funny. That doesn't count. No. He still got applause? He got applause, yeah. I don't know if I like that applause. No, that's good, though. I like that. Tequila. Oh, yeah. You just got to wait for that word. Yeah. Carrie, so the Frosted Mug, you are out Tuesday night. What time do you do it? 7 o'clock start. 7 o'clock. Yep. Tuesday night. And we go roughly till about 11. All right, so. Plenty of time for you to come out. If you want to come out, because I know it's Tuesday and Wednesday is a work day for a lot of people, so. Come out at 7, stay for an hour and a half, for 2 hours. All right, get home with a reasonable hour, and there you go. So I want to put up, I'm a singer. There you go. Come on out. I'm a professional singer. Well, I know you have your own entertainment stuff. So I'm going to challenge you guys. I'm going to challenge you. Okay. Hear me? I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out on a Tuesday night, And Ryan won't come with me. But I'm going to challenge you guys. Come out to the Frosted Mug on a Tuesday night. I'll let you know when. Won't be next week. I got a lot of stuff going on next week. But I want to come out there, and I'm going to sing some. I'm going to sing some country.
Okay.
How does it work? Do you have a lot of people to come out? Is they get the same? I have
go
on rotation. Or
yeah.
How do you do it?
What it is, as I always tell people, just write down the songs, and we'll get you up there in the order you write them in. And I tell them just one at a time. You can sing all night if you want to, but just put down one at a time, just to get a good rotation going. And they sing just about anything, country, rock. I had somebody sing Semper Fi last night.
All right.
Whatever's on the system that I have.
I want to do "Don't Tell My Heart." Ryan, I'm going to dedicate this. "Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart." Ryan, would you come out and sing it with me? No, he said no. We'll see. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to come out. And
I have somebody who sings some Miley Cyrus, so that'll be perfect.
Yeah,
Billy.
I'll sing her dad. And
there you go.
I love karaoke. We do karaoke at work all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I make my staff sing. Make my staff sing, and look, there it is, right there.
Yep.
There's some of your folks hanging out.
Yep.
Look at you.
That's Rick, Tracy, and I can't make out the girl. I think that's Peggy in the middle. And Gentleman Jim. I call it the guy with the hat there.
Yeah.
That's Gentleman Jim, and he's got an English accent. So, but he sings. You can't tell by his singing, but he's a great singer, and Rick also sings very well. So they sing everything from Garth Brooks to all sorts of things. Yeah. Another one of the singers. This was at the Bridgeton VFW a couple weeks ago. So, yep. And as I mentioned, there's Dan. They all do a great job. It's
Dan's
amazing.
getting into it.
It's
Look
amazing.
Look at Dan's face.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Dan's singing something.
How great they all are. They do a great job.
Dan looked like he was singing like a rock song.
Yeah. And they get to pick whatever song they want. And a lot of them do a great job on all of it. I like it when they say, this first time I'm trying, I'm going to, but they nail it.
And you have a good library.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a good library.
Yeah.
Song.
If it was a popular hit, then it's going to be on my system there. So
he looks like he's singing Frank Sinatra. He looks like he's singing. He's like a crooner.
Yeah, he's got some Eagles. He does some Garth Brooks. So again, it's all just whatever you feel like singing.
All right.
It's wide open. There's Cookie. That's her name.
Get it, girl.
She does Lone Star Amazed.
No, yeah.
And she also does the Pointer Sisters Fire. Great stuff. Goodness. Jim does a lot of different things. He's very good at songs like True by Spandau Ballet.
Does he sing with the English accent?
No. He sings very normally. He sings very well. And all these people, they're pretty much my regulars, and they do a great job every time they take the mic.
I love it.
There's Matthew. Matt is another one that's really a good singer. I'm impressed. I have some of the best singers that you can possibly have for karaoke, and all these people you're seeing. There's a group shot of people doing a song, and
you got to tell them they were on Around South
Jersey.
Oh
yeah. I'll mention it to them.
Yeah, they're going to be like, I cannot believe that you put us out there like that. That's what they're going to say. I cannot believe you put us out.
Well,
there.
they earn it. I mean, they do a great job with the microphone. They sing very well, and why not? This is a mother and daughter team. That little girl right there, she's going to be a big-time karaoke star. She's already starting out now. She has a sister who's about the same age that also sings with her. They join me at the Frosted Mug. So those are some of the people that you're seeing. There's Gentleman Jim once again. So I invite everybody to come on. I would really love to see everybody. That's Rachel. She does a lot of good songs. Nancy Wilson. She does Nat King Cole, Unforgettable. All the stuff that these people sing.
Now, do you also get people out here? Do you get people out here dancing and stuff too? While
sometimes,
you're doing karaoke?
sometimes we'll take a break and do the line dance stuff. The Cupid Shuffle and all those things.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, you're just seeing people that like to have out, and I appreciate them all. I mean, I love everybody who comes to my shows. I
want to come hang out.
Try to treat them right. You treat them right.
Night.
This was a great group. This was one night at the Frosted Mug when they did I forget the exact song, but it was, it might have been What's Up by the 4 Non Blondes.
Yeah.
They come out and they do this, and I love it when they come in as a group like that. Those 4 ladies did a great job on the song that was playing, and they just had a great time. They have a great time doing it.
I love it. I love it. So,
I got to mention Cowboy Harry. He's another one.
So I wonder what we could do. Lisa just walked into the studio. You know, she's a singer.
Oh,
she's
okay.
a singer.
Oh, no,
you
just shocked her.
I wonder if we could get her up here to do an impromptu. Maybe, Ryan, you think we can get her up here to do an impromptu song? You know what I mean? Like Etta James, I don't know, something. Or how about Nat King Cole? We do a duet. Unforgettable in every way. She's just going to sit there and watch us.
Yeah.
Next time. I'm going to bring her to the Frosted Mug, though. You're going to be shocked.
Okay.
You're going to be like, Madonna? Just kidding. She doesn't sing. She doesn't even sing in the shower, Fred. She doesn't even sing in the shower. Her daughter would kill her if she did. Anyway, I think it's so cool, but I am going to come out. I absolutely am going to come out. So let's talk about the Sound Doctor services. You do every type of event known to man.
Yeah, I mention it as a big time wedding or a backyard barbecue. Anything in between. If you need music, I'd be glad to provide it to you. I'm also very crowd friendly in terms of if you want to hear something, just come up and let me know what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll fit it in somehow. I just want people to have a good time with the music, you know? It's definitely a passion, and it's nice to be paid for your passions, don't get me wrong. But
absolutely.
To me, watching people have a good time, life is hard enough nowadays.
It is, it absolutely
You
is.
have a time of 3 or 4 hours where you can party it up a little bit with family, friends, and whatnot, and you provide the music for that. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to see people have a good time.
So I'm going to ask you a question. So if somebody were turning 50 years old this year, in September 15th to be exact,
okay,
you know, you might be available to come out and play some music for a 50th birthday party.
Absolutely.
Because that's a big deal. Turning 50, only turned 50 once. And, you know, you've already, they say 40 is like the top of the hill and you start going down. So 50, you're already, 10 years down the hill, I think. So anyway. But
very optimistic there.
We'll talk because I do know somebody that's turning 50 September 15th.
Okay.
I know somebody, and but we'll talk about it.
Sure. I'm willing to go anywhere in the South Jersey area, anywhere.
Cape May?
Cape May is good.
Oh, good. Right.
If my car can get me there, I'll be there.
If your car can get
That's
there.
another one of my sayings, yeah.
We'll get you an Uber. I'm just kidding. So I want to talk about some of the stuff that you do. Let's talk about your crew, your setup. So you go to these events, and I want to specifically target this to folks that are watching that have sports teams, that have youth leagues, that have stuff that can go on Quinn Broadcasting and can go back and watch some of the stuff that you've done and see your presentation of these. When they reach out to Quinn Broadcasting and you want to have Fred and your team, I like to say, come out and do a live shoot, do a live game. What are they going to get? They're going to get you, obviously. They're going to get most likely your daughter. They're going to get a whole. They're going to get a whole package. They're going to get a whole camera crew,
right?
That's coming out and filming this live at. Is it multiple angle? There's multiple cameras, multiple shots. Three cameras?
Usually it is, and you can credit our director
4
Ryan.
cameras.
Ryan Narowski makes that happen. He brings the cameras out. He gets the people to work the cameras, and we just show up and do our thing, basically.
Yeah. And I got to give props. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't give props out to Ryan for directing.
Absolutely.
The live events, the live broad sports. Stuff. For the incredible job that he does with and the skill that he has to what do you call it to go from camera to camera and
plus
whatever he does.
When there's a big play that needs a little bit of some kind of review, he's very quick on the replays, so we get good if we miss something, the replay always shows you what you missed if you miss it, and you can kind of further enhance what happened when you see the replays. Ryan's the man.
I love the fact, and I said before, I love the fact that we've got some new schools and some new semi-pro teams that are looking at Quinn Broadcasting to do their live sports, And I think it's going to be exciting. There's a lot, folks. There's a lot coming up. There's a lot happening right now behind the scenes that we will be bringing to you. We're going to be sharing, bits and pieces with you along the way. Some new shows coming up on Quinn Broadcasting. Some new hosts, maybe hostesses. Is that the right word? Or do we just say host, Ryan? Is it just a host?
Host. I think host is with an S. Host with an. Yeah, hosts.
Lisa?
Host with the most.
There you go.
Host
with the most.
With the most.
Now, plural would be hosts. Yeah.
Hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hostess is like a cupcake.
Hostess is like a waitress.
A hostess is a waitress.
It's like someone that sits you.
It's a waitress or a cupcake.
It's like a hostess is someone that sits you to your seat.
That's true. I never thought of it that way. A treat, what, Ryan? A treat. Seat. I don't know what he's saying. Anyway, we're having too much fun, Fred.
We always do.
We're having too much fun. Folks, listen, we're going to come back with Fred Melendez, the sound doctor, the head sports commentator, the sports guru, the sports of all sorts. Fred, we can call you a million things. Just don't call you late for dinner. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we going to continue our interview right here with Fred Melendez. We want to give a special shout out to the one and only Jim Quinn. Jim, if you're watching, we're continuing to pray for you so you can get back into better health and get back in this hot seat so you can continue around South Jersey with all of your viewers, all of your fans, and all of your friends and family. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these messages on Around South Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
For generations, Mintz Insurance has stood for trust, resilience, and community. And today, that legacy continues. This new generation brings fresh energy and enthusiasm to the same personalized, dependable service and ability to deliver that our clients have known for over 90 years. From Main Street to your street, we're here, local, loyal, and looking ahead.
I wanted to bring the cologne back on. Folks, welcome back to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your host, Derick Glenn, in for Jim while Jim is out getting better right now. He's going to be back soon, and hopefully in a few weeks. So until his return, asking all of you out there to say a prayer for Jim and send him well wishes. If you're friends with Jim on Facebook, please hit him up and send him well wishes. Send him a card. Send him love and send him money. He loves money. Send him a gift basket or a fresh fruit basket, whatever. Jim will take anything. He loves it. Anyway, we're having a great time today. In live tonight in the studio is the one and only, the sports guru for Quinn Broadcasting, Fred Melendez with his Flyers jersey on. Tonight he is rooting the Flyers on. And
well done, Flyers. Back in the playoffs.
Ryan's got me hooked up with the Sixers. Some Sixers stuff right here as well. We are rooting on all of the Philadelphia sports team. I'm going to say we should say a prayer for the Philadelphia Phillies. I think we should say a prayer. We should all say a special prayer for them. Go Phillies. Go Phillies. But let's continue to pray for the Phillies. Let's keep them in our prayers and stuff. Fred, social medias, likes, shares, and follows. You do tons of it. You have tons of support. Ryan, I'm trying to read all this stuff. You have tons of support on social media. But how do people find you? If they want to reach out to you personally, they want to say, great job. They want to say, Fred, thanks for making my kid. Like Garrett said in the beginning. Garrett said thank you for...
I do want to mention the Facebook and YouTube stuff because it's important. We get a lot of reach with those two specifically, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We've actually had people from across the country comment on games as we're doing them.
Wow.
I know good. Florida has been part of our, people, I'm guessing who moved away from here somehow have gotten the word that we do these things on sports, and they occasionally tune in. Some of them actually say from where they're at if they're not from local area. And so Facebook is a very, very important thing. We want you to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, and you'll have access to all the things we do, sports-wise and every otherwise, because these are the avenues that we can use to reach out to everybody, no matter where you are.
That's cool, man. I think it's great. You have so much energy, and you're a positive spirit. You're an asset to Quinn Broadcasting, and we're so glad. I know there's a lot of viewers out there that watch you, weekly, daily. They go back and relive some of the moments of their children's lives when they see some of this stuff. And I think it's so great that you capture history. In an essence, you capture history, especially for Quinn Broadcasting. But for families to be able to have and to be able to go back and look at some of the stuff that you guys are filming with 4 cameras, you're commentating, is just, I think is so awesome for folks that have kids in youth sports and stuff, especially Millville Island, Buda area, and beyond that you're capturing. Is there anything that you want to say to our viewers before we end the show tonight? Is there anything that you want to say to the viewers? I want the viewers to take a snap of that right there. Fred Melendez, the sound doctor.
I want to give credit to a former coworker who made that symbol that you see behind there. I asked her to. I'm not a very artsy guy, so I asked Mary Sotnichuk to make me a logo to go on my business card, and she did a fantastic job. I love that card, and that's the number to call for any DJs any DJing you might need. And again, whether it's a fancy wedding or a backyard barbecue, 50th birthday party, a teenage party. I'm going to do a couple teenage parties coming up soon. Any kind of party that you require music, please dial that number, 856-777-3656. If I don't answer, just leave a voicemail because I want to get back to you. But this is my second passion. Obviously, sports announcing will always be number one.
Yeah.
But being able to have
I'm going to call
this,
that number right now and see if you're available for September 15th for a 50th birthday party. I know somebody turning 50. I don't know if I mentioned that.
You mentioned
earlier,
that,
I know somebody's turning 50 this year. The 50 is a big deal.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? Talking about age, every 10 years seems to be the mile. But the one year that hit me funny was 31.
31?
31. Because it was just after 30. And that's when you start to realize, I'm getting old. And 31 was my weird year. There's always one weird year, right?
And it's funny that you said that because when you're 30, you're 30. When you're 31, you're in your 30s.
Correct. That's what I think it was.
Same as your 40s, and now I'm in my 50s.
I think that's why it hit me funny.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Do you remember what you did for your 30th birthday or your 31st?
I'm lucky I remember how I got here.
All right. I think it was a car.
It was.
I think it was that Bentley that's out front, that brown Bentley in the handicap parking. So I was just kidding.
Did I put it there? Oh,
I'm just kidding. Lisa has the handicap spot out there because she's going to be 50. She's going to be 50. I'm just kidding.
You're really making your day, Derek.
I am. I have all the way up until September 15th to do this.
I
know. Folks, I'll tell you what, if you have any questions, comments that you would like to ask Fred Melendez, Fred, can you go over your social media with us one more time so they can reach out to you? If they want to thank you for what you do, if they want to say, you did a great job with my kids' sports. For 4 years, my kids were in high school. How can they reach you, Fred?
And I want to mention the fact that a lot of the people from the 80s and early mid-90s, I covered sports for the Millville News, so I saw a lot of who are now in their 40s and 50s as athletes at Millville, and they often remind me how great it was to have somebody cover their sports like that.
Isn't that nice?
So, yeah, it's been very nice. But at any rate, my main page is Fernando Melendez Jr. That's my main page. I also have a Sound Doctor page, Fred Melendez, the Sound Doctor, all this on Facebook. And the Sports of All Sorts was something that I put together with Ariel when we were doing sports talk shows. We used that as an avenue for discussions about sports. No more sports talk shows right now, but it's still there. The page is still there. So Facebook alone, I have 3 ways you can get a hold of me. I don't have anything on YouTube, but those are the main 3, and you saw the phone number. You can contact me there. And I do want to thank all the people that watch the sports, that comment on the sports. We try to, get your names out every time we do a game, just to say whether you're watching, you make a comment that we can, comment along with you. Feel free to do that. We appreciate all the input from the public as we're doing these games, and we get a lot of the same people, which is great. But again, spread the word that we are doing these games. Once they're on, feel free to watch them on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. You can comment on either one. And if you're at home watching on 22, and you can also subscribe to us or follow us on Instagram as well, QBC TV 2, is it? TV. You can follow us on Instagram as well. We do a lot of stuff that we post there post-game, so you see a lot of the highlights of each game. Many ways for you to keep up with our sports activities here at Quinn Broadcasting, and those are the ways to do it. So, again, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube Live, Jim Quinn, Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting, YouTube Live, and, of course, QBC TV on Instagram. Plenty of ways for you to stay in touch.
I love it. Fred, I want to thank you for being on the program tonight. I want to thank you for what you do for Quinn Broadcasting, for the community, for the public, for the families out there that have youth in sports and Cumberland County and beyond, for what you do to bring the passion and the energy and the drive to the youth sports and other sports as well. Folks, we have a great program in store for you tomorrow night. Ryan, am I allowed to tell them or no? There it is, folks. Tomorrow night, you do not want to miss it. Max Amor will be live in the studio. We are going to sample Mary's delicious, when I say delicious, caramel Rice Krispie treats and more tomorrow night live in the studio. Ryan will be out here with me. And Ryan, don't eat lunch tomorrow, Ryan, because Mary said she's going to bring so many sweet treats. We are going to sample tomorrow. I just went to the doctor yesterday to do a diabetic checkup, and I've been doing great. After tomorrow night, not so much. So I'm glad I went to the doctor and had my A1C checked yesterday.
There you go.
Doing good.
So you're ready.
I am. Folks, you've been watching Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I'm filling in for Jim until he returns, which hopefully will be soon. And a lot of great things are happening here at Quinn Broadcasting. Lots of great things, lots of new things will be coming up. More sports, more entertainment, more live shows, more live productions. We're going to be going out into the community for community events and much more. I want to thank all of our sponsors. And if you would like to become part of the Quinn Broadcasting team, we encourage you to reach out to us. Right here at Quinn Broadcasting, you can go to the Facebook page. You can call the station. You can go to the website, quinnbroadcastingnj.com. Ryan will get your message, and he will get right back to you, I'm sure. But, folks, we want to thank you again. Derick Glenn filling in for Jim Quinn until he returns soon. Lots and lots and lots of things happening. Tomorrow night, tune in live at 5:00 p.m. with Max Amore. We'll be sampling some of their great, delicious sweet treats right here live on the show. Until next time, Fred, thanks so much again for being
my
part
pleasure.
of the broadcast and continue doing the great work that you do here at Quinn Broadcasting.
That's my plan.
Good. Hey, folks, it's been real. Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you again live at 5:00 tomorrow night. Until then, good night. God bless.
You have to wonder if Bender's going to try and air it out. Has to pick that one off the ground.
He's going to try to go deep again, and he's going to put that in interception territory. Brooks has it. Scoots back to the 10, 15. He's got a lane. 30. Can he return this? Can he? Can he? He's across the 50. He's going to scoot down the sideline, and if he gets in the end zone, it is a 90-yard interception return for 6. Wow.
I mean, yeah, you might be able to turn it on like that.
He can go out now.
Latsier Brooks does it on offense, and he does it on defense.
Wow, Bender put it out there just to see if he can get a deep pass completion. Brooks played it very well. Look, he just played center field with it, basically. Over the head catch. Actually scooted back to about the 9, but we'll give him a 90-yard return, pick 6.
And does a nice job of avoiding a couple tackles. And at this point, he's got 3 Millville defenders in front of him, and he's got nothing but space down there.
I believe that brings to mind, I think it's B.W. McCall. There's a convoy.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.